Did Yeshua, where are the cameras? Make sure camera's right on her face here so all the world can see this answer. Did Yeshua have sex?
And yes, he did.
Oh, he did have sex. Good. Often?
As often as possible.
Okay. Yes, Yeshua had sex often. Did Yeshua masturbate?
Yes.
Would you say that say it to the camera?
Yes.
Good, thank you. We're breaking through so much old crap here today. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Did he feel guilty about it? Yeah. Have you ever felt guilty about it?
When I first started, yes. And then it wore off, and now I don't.
Linda's back there freaking out. Why?
Hey, I've been
I
through.
think this is my favorite shout.
I've been through SES.
Yes, absolutely. He did, and he did, and he did.
Yes.
He had sex, he masturbated, and he felt guilty. Well, it's colored. Don't say that so fast.
Screw guilt.
He had sex. He masturbates. Jesus masturbates.
Screw guilt.
And he felt guilty about it until he realized the love of self, the acceptance of self,
Yes.
until he realized somebody else placed this crap on him that sex and playing with yourself under the table are bad. It took him a long time to get over it and realize that he could love himself. He could touch himself. He could feel himself. He could pleasure himself. He could really love himself, absolutely. And he will go on, my dear, to teach this to many, many others. And when he sat in front of some of the groups, the reaction very similar. Oh, you can't talk about this. But he did, because he said, dear brother, dear sister, it's about loving thyself. Then you will come to understand the love that your soul has for you. In my early years as Katumi, I had no real intimate relationships because I felt it would distract me from my studies, from my almost obsessive pursuit of finding the truth. So I shunned away all of the intimate relationships. One of the things I learned after my enlightenment was intimacy. I think I had actually been a little bit afraid of intimacy prior to my enlightenment because I was told that the men from Kashmir had smaller penises. And so I always believed that I had a little one. And so I never put it to great use. But now, after I said, yes, I am enlightened, I looked down one day and behold, I had a large penis.
Too much information.
Funny, but also very true. Yes, it is one of the benefits of enlightenment. What you believe becomes so. I expanded in ways that I did not. And I said, yes, again, I am enlightened. And now, ladies, please settle down. I'm no longer in physical form. I heard about you're single and available, but I'm neither physical nor available. And I realized that this too was another reason to spend many more years on earth. To share in an intimate relationship and to be proud of it. To share in this touch with another human. To share in the making of love. I wasn't interested in just sex. I was interested in the true tantra, the true love. And I did have lovers. Not a lot, but they were so meaningful. Taught me so much about the body, the soul. Taught me so much about sharing. And I realized this is something that the angels cannot do. This is something only the humans can partake of. And I enjoyed it tremendously. And I enjoyed it even without worrying about producing offspring. Yes, because in the enlightened state, you can literally change the way that the sperm works. You don't have to worry about it being activated. You indeed can make the choice, a very natural type of birth control. I enjoyed this pleasure so very much. And it makes me sad. When I was traveling around visiting these many countries, these many villages, when humans would abuse this thing called sex, called love, or when humans would deny themselves of it, or when they would say that they were too old for it, or they weren't proud of their own bodies. It makes me sad now to know that so many humans are twisting this energy, using it for feeding, or even denying themselves of it, because it is one of the greatest gifts you have given yourself. I've tried sex. I've tried it 14 times. And with my current girlfriend, yes. But we haven't been together very long, so we'll have more numbers soon. But I like sex very much with her, but I didn't like it so much with the others. It was very harsh. The first time I ever had sex with a girl, I cried. She should have cried, but I cried. She should have cried because it wasn't very good for her. But it was strangely empty. I had heard all this talk from my friends about sex and how to do it and what to do after. But when I did it, it was so unnatural, the whole process of taking her clothes off, or the whole process of laying in bed and trying to get aroused when there was no energy connection between us. And I tried it again and again, and it was simply the same thing. And each time I found that I was crying. I was sad. I wondered why humans talk so much about sex when it was so empty. But then when I found my girlfriend, my current girlfriend, there was a different type of bond. It wasn't just a physical act of sex, but we communed together. And the physical part wasn't even so important as the very special energy that occurred when we made love. There was so much singing in the energy. Not us singing, but it was like being in the midst of a great choir and orchestra, all at the same time, without having to work at it, without worrying about anything. It just happened. That sex I liked. But the others I didn't like so much. And now with my girlfriend, we commune. Maybe we start just holding hands and looking into each other's eyes and seeing where it takes us. I commune with her. I hear her energies like a divine choir. And I open and expose myself to her so she can hear mine. And now sex is good. It's not sex. It's far, far beyond that.